Hi, before we get into the video, I just wanted to say that right before I went to the final level, I decided to go ahead and get all of the different power-ups. So I just wanted to go ahead and show a little montage here of me getting all of those different power-ups and just showing you how to get them. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into that, and then we'll finally be able to get into the finale of Sonic Adventure 2. And with that, we have finally gotten every single upgrade in Sonic Adventure 2. So now, without further ado, what you actually came here to see, the last story of Sonic Adventure 2 starts now.
What's going on? Why doesn't the cannon fire? What's happening here? It's my grandfather, Gerald Robotnik.
What's that vibration?
Hey, wait! Someone is coming!
You haven't given up yet?
Oh, it's all over for us.
What do you mean?
I've just received a message from my boss. This space colony Ark is currently approaching the Earth at an incredible velocity. It probably will impact Earth.
What's that on the screen?
This is a death sentence for every human being on Earth. If my calculations are correct, the space colony Ark will impact the Earth in 27 minutes and 53 seconds. All of you will be destroyed, along with your beloved planet Earth. I plan to give you a taste of my revenge once all the 7 Chaos Emeralds are collected. Once I initiate this program, it cannot be disabled. All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my loss and despair.
Is there anything else you want to say?
No.
Ready!
What's going on here? Who is that?
I plan to give you a taste of my revenge.
The vibration's getting
once all the
worse.
Professor Gerald Robotnik, one of the greatest scientific minds in the world, and my grandfather.
What? I knew you were behind all this. Stop it right now, or else...
I'd have done this a long time ago if I had the chance.
What do you mean?
You're pretty persistent for a hedgehog, aren't you? You're still alive, huh?
Just letting Knuckles pilot the shuttle on the way over here was more dangerous than you could ever be.
What is this?
This is my grandfather's diary.
I don't quite know what happened or what went wrong. Was it a mistake to create the ultimate life form? I thought it would be something that would benefit mankind, but then the military guards landed on the colony that day. They were sent to destroy the research project that I had been working on. My colleagues at the research facility, my granddaughter, Maria, I hope you are all safe. The colony was completely shut down, probably to keep the prototype from falling into the wrong hands.
The Ark was shut down under the premise that there had been an accident. I found Maria's name among those who died when the Ark was shut down. She meant everything to me, and I couldn't bear the thought that she died because of my research. I lost everything. I had nothing more to live for. I went insane. All I could think about was to avenge her. Somehow, some way. I got scared as I no longer was able to control my thoughts. All I could think about was that I wanted it all to end. Based on my original projections, I was able to complete my project, Shadow. I designed its mind to be perfect, pure. I will leave everything to him. If you wish, release and awaken it
If
to
you
the
wish to
world.
fill the world with destruction, I'll So that's why you released Shadow from the base.
Core of the Eclipse cannon is now highly reactive and explosive. This is because the Chaos Emerald is overpowered. If the colony collides with Earth, it will shatter into pieces like my grandfather predicted. That mad scientist!
That should be you, right? We have to stop the space colony now!
The space colony arc position may have shifted due to the amount of energy given off by the emeralds. We have to stop the energy.
But how?
That's it. There is a way to stop the energy. We have to use your emerald. You're the one that told me that the Master Emerald has the power to stop the Chaos Emerald.
That's right. If I use this, I just might be able to stop the Chaos Emerald.
The reaction of the Chaos Emeralds is moving toward the cannon's core. It may be too late.
There still may be some time left. If we pull together, we might be able to get to the shortcut that leads to the core.
No worries. Just leave it to me. I'm the world's fastest hedgehog.
Then, let's get to work!
Hello guys and welcome to TG on the Game Nerd, the show where I talk about role-play games, and today we're going to be playing Sonic Adventure 2. In the last episode, if you don't remember, we went ahead and we finished up the Dark story. We saw how that ended, and now in this episode we are currently faced with a huge dilemma right now. We need to quickly stop the space colony arc from crashing into the Earth, or else a ton of people on Earth are going to die. So with this insane time limit hanging over our head, it's time to get into the final level. This whole level is going to be one huge thing where you have to play as all of the different characters that we've played as so far, and it's super cool. This part right here, I decided to sort of skip by just floating down there and shooting out the shooting the dynamite on the doors. So as we're making our way through the end of this here, the way that I recorded this video has been super weird for me, just to kind of, I don't know, break the fourth wall right now. I do realize that this video is coming out super late, because I recorded this like half a month ago, and I was just kind of putting off editing it and uploading it. Because originally getting all of the different upgrades was supposed to be a separate video, and then I was just like, nah, I'll put it in this one. And originally I was going to have commentary over each and every upgrade there, but that became just too much work, and so I decided to just make it a montage, and so I could finally just get something out at least. I decided to go ahead and do some post commentary over this as well, just so that I can go ahead and just commentate over this better, because my commentary was kind of all jumbled up and scrambled and weird when I actually recorded it. And plus there's a ton of extra footage of me just wandering around aimlessly in one of the later parts of this level, so I cut that out, and I just wanted to make this whole thing more streamlined. So originally this was like an hour and a half, and I was able to cut it down to around 40 minutes. So that's good. Right here we're going through Eggman's part of the level. The artificial chaos creatures in this level are just as annoying as ever, so be careful with them, because they can especially mess with you, because you're going through these very skinny hallways, these narrow hallways I should say, and so you're going to be around a bunch of enemies that are just right next to you, and so when artificial chaos comes around, that's going to be super annoying. right here, you have to stop time and put the platforms in very specific spots. And I was able to pull off a jump here that I didn't think I was going to be able to perform right here. I don't know how I did that, but somehow I was able to, and I was able to get over to the other side. So that made this a whole lot easier. Sometimes these platforms can be quite annoying because, you know, it takes a second for the shot to actually get over to the, not really button, but the thing that stops time. It takes a second for your bullet to get over there, so it can be kind of weird to try to time stuff, because sometimes if you're a bit too late, then you'll completely miss your chance, but also if you're a bit too early, it'll be just beyond your reach, so it can be super weird to time. I like this section where you're falling through the lasers. But this is around, I think we're getting close to the end of Eggman's level here, so... There's a ton of trivia in this game, and one piece of trivia that's really interesting is in the menus, you're able to get these voices that voice over the menus for you, and it's all the different characters telling you about the different options. One of them, I believe, is the president's secretary. I forget if it's unused dialogue or not, but she has dialogue telling you how to operate the menus, and she refers to you as Mr. President. It's so weird because there's also apparently some extra scrapped dialogue for her as well, which is very interesting considering she had like 2 lines in one scene during the hero story, and no other role in the story at all in any way, at least to my knowledge. I wonder if she happened to show up in the comics, because this was during the time that the Archie comics were, you know, in full swing. They were doing their own thing. Also, quick side note, I think that Eggman's voice lines for when he's narrating the menus are also really hilarious, so go check those out if you haven't heard them already. So, in Sonic Adventure 1, there was some unused text that suggested that Super Sonic was playable outside of the final boss fight, or at least that he was usable in a way similar to how he was in the Genesis games. And there's similar stuff like that in Sonic Adventure 2, where for the battle mode, it seems that Super Sonic and Super Shadow, who we're gonna see in just a bit, they were seemingly going to be playable during battle mode. That I believe you would be able to unlock after either beating the main story or 100%ing it or something like that. But this was scrapped, I guess maybe because they were overpowered, or they just didn't want to code in Super Sonic and Super Shadow to make it so that they are playable in battle mode, because they mostly do like flying around, as we're gonna see. So one piece of trivia that I think is a bit funny is that City Escape, the first level of the game, reportedly, I think the developers added in the ability to hit cars and destroy them and stuff like that, because they were facing like parking tickets at the time. So this Knuckles stage right here, I remember playing through this. This was a really weird part because I got to this section and I don't think I noticed the switch that stops time at the very beginning that you're supposed to hit, so you can go back up and hop on the spring and unlock the bars that are blocking the path you're supposed to go through. So I thought you were supposed to go back through where you did as Rouge, because for some reason that section was still available. And so I did that for a very long time, and I was just like, where am I supposed to go? I keep going through here, but there's nothing here. And so, yeah, I decided to just go ahead and cut that out, because that added a lot of time to the runtime of this video. I'm not the smartest guy sometimes. But anyways, Sonic's level is actually sort of fun. This whole level is kind of... I don't know if obnoxious is the right word, because I wouldn't say it's the worst thing, because it's really cool, the whole concept of getting to go through and play as all of the different characters that you did before in one single level, but it can also be kinda tedious. I think during this footage I was trying to use the magic hands, which is an upgrade that I never ever use. And, you know, I was successful for a second, but overall it was just... The magic hands are a very weird item because it allows you to grab enemies from a certain distance away and store them in a capsule. But it's not very useful because when you're fighting an enemy, the last thing you want to do is stand still for a bit, because that's what you have to do to use the magic hands. You have to stand still and cycle through the different options for the action button. And so when you're doing that, obviously the enemy is going to start attacking you, which is not what you want to do when you're facing an enemy, so you might as well just homing attack them or something like that. There are a couple of very weird items. Like, I don't think I've ever used the sunglasses or the treasure scope, I think it was, for Rouge. Anyways, this part right here reminds me of Lost World from Sonic Adventure 1, just because the snake thing, the whole snake thing there, and the sliding down through the sand, it's just super cool, and I believe this will actually lead us to the end of this level. Yeah, there we go.
Yes! Barely made it.
Behind. Look, it's Shadow. I really gotta stop whining. Everyone's trying their best to help out, and so must I. Shadow, we need you. Please help us.
It's all going according to plan. There's no reason for me to help them. Besides, there's no way to save anyone.
There has to be. I know that people fight over the most trivial things. Some people may be selfish, like the professor said. But they're basically good if they try their best and never give up on their wishes. They always have a reason to be happy. That's why you should help them out. Saving them is a good thing. Shadow, I beg you, please do it for them. Give them a chance.
Shadow, I beg of you, please, do it for me. For
Maria!
a better future, for all people who live on that planet. Give them a chance to be happy. Let them live for their dreams. Shadow, I know you can do it. That's the reason why you were brought into this world. Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
I promised her, and I must keep that promise. That's what Maria wished for. I've got to go now. I have to keep my promise to Maria and you.
What's that? It looks just like the shrine of the Master Emerald.
They probably designed the core like the shrine to harness the power of the Chaos Emeralds.
All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel
Knuckles, here
my
it comes.
loss and despair. All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my loss and despair.
Could this be the prototype of the ultimate life form that was supposed to be encapsulated?
Leave this one to me.
Shadow, what are you doing?
I'll take care of this while you run to get the Chaos Emerald.
This is the Biolizard. This boss actually made a reappearance in Sonic Generations, specifically the 3DS version, because that actually had a few differences from the console version that most people have played. The 3DS version, instead of having 3 games for each era of Sonic, it had, or 3 levels rather, it had a level for Sonic 1, 2, and Knuckles. It had a level for Adventure 1 and 2, but it also had a level for Sonic Rush, and all of the bosses were completely different. In fact, all of the different levels for each game were different. It's really interesting to look at. So if you're a fan of Sonic Generations, I'd suggest, at least watching like a YouTube video or something on the 3DS port. Anyways, the Biolizard. This boss fight, you just wanna, the first couple of attacks you grind on the little, I'm not really sure what that is, it's this sort of pipe thing. You grind up that and you attack its weak spot. I think you do this one more time after this, and then there'll be a new way to attack the weak spot. This boss is really cool. A lot of people question how, the prototype for the ultimate life form went from, from a huge lizard thingy to a tiny hedgehog. And the reason for this, I don't know if it's ever stated in canon, or if it's just implied, or if it's just like a fan theory or something like that, but I believe it was stated somewhere, maybe, don't quote me on this, that Gerald Robotnik had close, he was close with the Echidna tribe, or at least he was studying them, and he based the Biolizard off of the mural that we see in Sonic Adventure 1 of Chaos, and he based Shadow off of the mural of Sonic and Eggman fighting from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So I don't know if this is actually canon or if it's just a fan theory. Either way, I think it's really cool. So anyways, for this phase of the boss fight, you just need to homing attack these weird red orb things. Sometimes they can be a bit finicky, but just homing attack them and you'll be able to quickly make your way to the weak spot. That's not good. So let's see. Interesting thing about Sonic Generations 3DS, like I said, is different levels for each game. Like I think Sonic and Knuckles is Mushroom Hill. Sonic 2 might be Casino Night Zone. And then Sonic 1 was either Starlight or Spring Yard or something like that. Interestingly enough, both the Sonic Adventure 2 level and boss fight are actually not ones that you play as Sonic in the actual Sonic Adventure 2. Both this boss fight that they reuse for that game and Radical Highway, the level that they reuse for that game, are Shadow levels and not Sonic levels. I guess they're both speed characters, so it's easy to get them confused. Anyways, that was the Biolizard. So for after this, we're just about to get to the final boss fight, and I'm going to go ahead and keep quiet because the song is super awesome, so I'll just let the final boss fight speak for itself.
The servers are the 7 Chaos. Chaos is power. Power is enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos. Only you can do this. Stop the Chaos Emeralds! Is it gone?
Is that what chaos control is?
Since we've stopped the Chaos Emeralds, why is the space colony still on a crash course to Earth? Sonic?
I'll destroy it. Where does he get all that power? Power Chaos Emeralds? Shadow, are you okay?
I'll collect the rings. Now it's up to you, Sonic.
Shadow, you need rest. Let me give it a try.
We're in danger. The colony will enter the atmosphere in about 4 minutes.
More rings. Yeah. Now you face We've almost got it. Yeah, take that, you creep. Shadow, are you okay?
Here I come, you creep.
Can you both hear me? The Ark is close to the Earth. Please hurry up.
I must destroy all the evil the Professor has created.
No way that's getting through!
to be happy.
Now, Shadow! Chaos Control!
Maria, this is what you wanted, right? This is my promise I made to you.
Where is Shadow? Do you really think that the professor created him, Shadow, to carry out the revenge on all those who live here on Earth?
He was what he was, a brave and heroic hedgehog who gave his life to save this planet. Shadow the Hedgehog.
I guess you're right.
As a child, I looked up to my grandfather because of all the great things he accomplished in his life. He was my hero, and I wanted to be a great scientist like him. But did he really mean to destroy us?
I don't know, but what I do know is we all did it together.
You're right.
So what's next for you, Rouge? Off again to find those jewels you love so much?
Nah, I think I'm gonna give up this line of work. Too much work for too little pay. Anyway, I've got something better than jewels that I'm thinking about right now. It'll all work out, you'll see.
If you say so.
Created the ultimate life form.
What's the matter, Sonic?
Oh, it's nothing. Come on, let's go home. To the planet as cool and blue as me. Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
And that has been Sonic Adventure 2. What a game. This is such a good follow-up to Sonic Adventure 1. It is awesome. I really love the story, and I enjoy the cutscenes, even though, you know, obviously voice acting hasn't aged that well, and that's due to, like, complications at the studio. I still really enjoy the cutscenes. Gameplay was fun, at least, you know, the speed stages were. The music is, as always in the Sonic franchise, incredible. And yeah, there's just so much to like. You know, it was awesome to see the origins of Shadow, and this is where they were intending to end off Shadow's story with him dying. But you know, he does return in future games, but that's a story for another day. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. It's been awesome to play this for you guys. I know that this finale took a while to get out. I was just sort of taking a mental break and just, you know, relaxing on my own. But now I'm gonna get back to making videos for you guys. And I hope you're excited, as excited as I am, because yeah, it's just gonna be awesome. And I can't wait for you to see what I have coming up. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.